All right, last week we made our beautiful leaf rubbings. Today we're going to be adding color to them using something called value. Value is the lightness or darkness of a color, so it's the shade of a color. Oftentimes when we want to make things look like they have depth or take up space, we use darker and lighter colors to make shading or value, which makes things look more three-dimensional. Today we are going to be using warm and cool colors to make value. Our warm colors are on this side of the paint palette: magenta, red, orange, and yellow. Our darker values will be on the left, and the lighter will be on the right. Over here we have green, blue, indigo, and violet. These are going to be another set of values. These are cool colors. Darker is going to be over here, lighter will be here. So let's see how we can use warm and cool colors to create value. Today we're going to have our doggy dish water cup with our SpongeBob and our water in one side. Remember, each time you get a new color, you need to rinse, dry, get some more water, and get a nice wet brush in here. We always wake up our watercolors before we begin, adding a little bit of water to make sure that they are ready to paint and help us out today. So I've already added it to most of them, but I'm just going to add it to the drier parts here. So green needs a drink. Blue is pretty thirsty over here. Indigo is very thirsty. And so is violet. All right. I'm going to go ahead and start with some warm colors. And I'm going to do it on this really big leaf here. I want this to remind me of fall, so I'm definitely going to use warm colors on the larger ones so that they stand out. I'm going to start with a dark outer edge here, magenta. Oh, my paintbrush is getting thirsty. See how the color here is getting really light? Need just a bit more water. It needs a drink of paint there. There we go. Kind of smooth that color all the way out. And keep it going. All right, time for red. Ooh, beautiful. I'm blending from one color to the next. Your colors can overlap. That's going to make them blend a little bit better as well. So feel free to have those colors overlap. Now, this crayon is waxy, so it doesn't mix with the water. So your crayons should still show up even though you're adding color over top of it. I'm going to make this orange part a little bit thicker. And then I'm going to start adding my yellow. So I've rinsed and dried my brush. Be really careful with the yellow. You can see that even the lightest bit of painted water is going to turn it a different color since it's so light. So be really careful with that. Try to make sure that you really keep that clean, keep your brush clean, so that it doesn't cause any issues. Now, I would like this to blend in a little bit more with my orange, so I'm just going to add a tiny bit of orange right here, like just barely get my brush some orange, and I'm going to blend it right on the paper. Ta-da! There is a leaf made with value. I'm just going to add a little bit more orange here. Ta-da! Okay, let's do a cool color now. I'm going to move on to over here. I'm going to start this time with a lighter color on the outside and a darker color on the inside. So my lightest in terms of the cool colors is probably going to be this green color here. Make sure your brush is not too thirsty. So I'm painting the outside green, and then I'm going to slowly transition to this turquoise color. I'm going to add some more green and kind of blend it right on the paper. We only blend on the paper when using watercolors because we don't want to blend it in the palette because it will muddy our colors, they will mix, and they won't look as beautiful and vibrant. Okay, so now it's time to get to some darker colors. So I'm going to start adding in the indigo. Indigo is like a mix between blue and purple. And it's super beautiful on the paper here. And then finally, I'll end with purple, or violet, as some people like to call it. And ta-da, we have another leaf made with value. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to speed this up so you can see the process of painting with value. Yep, I said I was going to leave and then I stayed.
No, you got good intentions. That's all that matters.